Hi, entertaining universe. So it's that time of the year again. Yesterday, a couple of things happened in the baseball world that are good things. Now, I know it's not, I know spring training doesn't start for, a couple more weeks. But a couple things happened yesterday that I want to talk about. Now, I'm not saying I'm a Padres fan and never will be a Padres fan. I'm just saying this is the news that I saw last night that is interesting. But the fact of the matter is that baseball season is upon us again. And it's exciting, even though I know the Giants aren't going to be, maybe they're not going to be any good or maybe they'll be great. I can't really tell you how that's going to go. But the pitchers and catchers reported yesterday, or maybe it was the day before yesterday. So that means baseball season is officially underway, even though, it's going to be a long time before the season actually starts. But spring training is here again, and it usually takes place in Arizona every year, unless it takes place in Florida if your team's on the East Coast that play. But spring training is here again, and I'm hoping the Giants have a better season than they did last year. No, don't get me wrong, they had a good year. They just didn't have the year that would make them go to the playoffs again. It came down to the wire pretty much, and I'm hoping this year it's a little bit different. And what I mean by a little bit different is that they win maybe a few more games than they did last year, and maybe we make the playoffs again this year. But I can't predict that kind of stuff because I don't know 100% if that's going to actually happen. I mean, Buster Posey's returning as catcher or whatever. I don't know exactly who's on their team right now. I know Yastrzemski and a few others, and Belt and Crawford and some pitchers, and maybe Joey Bart will be there sometime throughout the season, but I can't really tell you for 100% certain what the season's going to look like. It could be a bad season because we've had a couple bad seasons recently. Could be a good season like last year. It could be a great season. Like I said, I have no idea what's going to happen this year. It's too early to tell. Let's just put it that way. But I'm looking forward to another season of baseball and watching the SF Giants to see how well they do. But usually in spring training, none of the games are televised until the very end. There may be a couple of games here and there throughout the season or throughout spring training that may be televised, but it's still a couple weeks before, everything happens because, like I said, pitchers and catchers just reported, and there's still, the outfielders, the infielders, the relief pitcher, and other position players that aren't, the pitchers and catchers reporting. Now, the news that I saw last night was that the San Diego Padres and Tatis Jr. signed a pretty big contract, and it shocked me at first, but he's going to be with the Padres for a very, very, very long time. It was a 14-year, $350 million deal. That's a long time to be with one team. And when Harper signed with the Phillies a couple years ago, that was like a 13-year, $300-something million deal. I think Trout got a pretty good deal too. Can't remember what his contract stuff was. That was a couple of seasons ago as well. And it's just bigger contracts for longer periods of time are happening nowadays. And because these players are great. I'm not saying they're not great. Because they've had, great seasons before. Like Judge and Stanton got some pretty big contracts. We'll just have to wait and see what happens in the coming months for Major League Baseball and all of that fun stuff. So, with that being said, I'm going to move on to my next topic, which is I just finished the fourth book. Yes, the fourth book of the Chronicles of Narnia series, which is the Prince Caspian book, last night. And then today I'm gonna start reading The Voyage of the Dawn Treader, which is the fifth book in the series. And then after that it's The Silver Chair, and then after that it's The Last Battle. So there's 3 more books in the series. Then I've got what was that? The Little Women book. And then after that, it's going to be the 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. And then after that, who knows what book I'm going to get. It could be another Jules Verne book, or it could be a King Arthur related book. It could be a Lord of the Rings book. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, actually, I have 2 more Jules Verne's books that I want to read, and possibly 2 books about medieval times and things like that left to read. So yeah, so I'm getting closer and closer to reading 15 books in the first 2 months of the year, and I'm ready to see which books are going to be after that. I might get Pride and Prejudice, or what was another book that I was looking at? Maybe, I don't know. But there's a lot of books out there that I still do want to read that I haven't even ordered yet or haven't even gotten yet that I want to get. So today's laundry day, so I've got a couple loads of laundry I need to get done. Like, gotta get my socks done, get some clothes done, I gotta wash my towels, tonight's shower night. So a lot of things are happening today. And with that, and then I've got to go get something to eat for lunch, and I think that's pretty much it for today's vlog. I made an error in yesterday's vlog, and I put in the description in the description of yesterday's vlog what that error was, but I looked at it again, and Jaquoski Tart's birthday is actually today and not yesterday, so he turns 29 today, and I said he turned 29 yesterday, which was an error on my part, and I do apologize for that because that was my mistake. I didn't look at the birthdays as closely as I should have, so I just wanted to correct that error. So Jaquoski Tart's birthday is actually today. He's turning 29, and then that's it for birthdays today. So you guys keep it real. You do you. You be the best version of yourself. And I will see you tomorrow with a brand spanking new vlog. And ciao.